Hi, I'm David Dodge. Welcome to Green Energy Futures. Energy transition. To some, it suggests we ditch fossil fuels overnight, while to others, it means a painfully slow process of weaning ourselves off fossil fuels as if we have all the time in the world to solve the climate crisis. And then there is the company formerly known as Neste Oil.
My name is Jeremy Baines. I'm the president of Neste US, and I'm in the US to help build out Neste's presence, looking at market opportunities and really promoting renewable fuels and circular solutions for the US market.
Neste is a national oil company from Finland, and they decided to begin work on renewable fuels 20 years ago.
Climate change was kind of that inconvenient truth at the time. It wasn't really the crisis that it is now, but policymakers and leadership were already thinking that, hang on a second, this is not working out. This climate change is for real, and we need to position ourselves for that future.
Jeremy Baines remembers when his company was just beginning to dabble in renewable fuels.
I was actually quite skeptical about renewable fuels at that time because, well, it was complicated, it was costly, it was maybe unrealistic at the time.
Fast forward 20 years, and that early leadership has transformed Neste.
Today, Neste is the world's largest producer of renewable diesel. We produce just over 900 million gallons per year. But for every gallon of renewable diesel that we make, we need slightly more in terms of feedstock.
That's a lot of renewable fuel, and producing it requires a lot of raw materials.
So we need hundreds of millions of gallons of feedstock. It has to be collected from thousands, tens of thousands of restaurants, aggregated, and then it needs to be processed because you need to take out all the sediment, all the little bits of French fries, all the bits of chicken that have been fried in it.
It's a logistical puzzle, but most of Neste's raw materials come from waste and residue, whether it's cooking oil, animal fat, or a dozen other forms of waste.
It was above 80% of our inputs are waste and residue materials. The other 20% would still be vegetable oils, soybean oils, rapeseed oils, those kind of oils.
Today, Neste has renewable fuel refineries in Finland, the Netherlands, and Singapore, and they produce renewable diesel for trucks and renewable jet fuel for airplanes.
So today, our renewable diesel is competitive with fossil diesel in markets like California and Oregon. Are we able to get a premium? Yes, in some cases we are able to get a premium for it because it is a premium fuel and exactly because it reduces the emissions so much.
Neste still produces about 5 times more conventional fossil fuels, but according to Baines, their goal is to reach carbon neutral production.
And this, if I may, plays to this whole circularity of our economy. How can we keep reusing the same carbon again and again and again, rather than taking carbon out of the ground, pumping it into the atmosphere, and just leaving it in the atmosphere, which is what's causing climate change?
It's refreshing, not just to hear an oil executive talking about reducing carbon emissions, but also to be actively engaged in a transition to what he calls a polyfuel future. Learn more about Neste and what energy transition looks like at greenenergyfutures.ca. For Green Energy Futures, I'm David Dodge.